Alright. So, most of you guys have been around here for a little while. Most of you guys are close friends. So you guys remember Chris. He was probably not only my best friend, but probably one of my favorite people I've met as a grown adult. So he used to go to this thing called Subiefest with me. It's, those of you that know, it's like a big old car show. And yeah, what you do is you hang out, you enjoy your Subarus with other Subarus, get to look at other builds and all that kind of cool stuff. And yeah, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to finish his car since he didn't get a chance to do so. And here's what my car technically looks like right now. The only real thing that I've done to this is I took out the wing because I don't have a wing. I did one of those duckbills instead. But this is pretty accurate. Body style, I have the pearl. He had this rally blue. He also does not have this wing. So I'm going to chop that off right now. One of the last things me and him did was wrap his roof. So that's what this is. Yeah, so I sprayed it real quick. I used this guy here. Had it all taped off and stuff. I didn't want it to take too long. So to kind of make his stuff make sense, we are gonna give his wheels a quick white base, and then we'll move on to mine, because mine might take a minute too. So these are all paint Sharpies. Oh, yeah. See if I can get this guy going here. Haven't done this in a while. Haven't had any need for a paint Sharpie. So should be pretty simple to use. Can't imagine this being too much of an issue. Yeah. There we go. I'm just gonna do this so it pops a little bit. Try to hold it to the camera a little better. One of the last things he did, so he was living with me. The whole goal was he was gonna save a couple big paychecks, maybe some bonuses, stuff like that, so he could have some extra money. And he was trying to get his own place, you know, to buy. Those of you that have bought know how relatively hard that is to do nowadays. You know, homes aren't $1 anymore, and you know, hardly anyone's mortgage is well under $1,000, right? So, you know, I moved all the way out to Arizona. Not that it's crazy far from where I was, but moved out with the idea that he could, you know, stay with me. I didn't give it a time limit really. I told him if he needed a year, he could take a year. If he needed half a year, he could do that. Live with me for a bit. I was able to save some money. In the interim, that's when we would joke all the time about our cars and whatnot. And one of the first things he wanted to do was get rid of everything stocky. But you know, any of you guys that mod cars know that it's not really an option. You don't really get to just mod. You don't really just get to, you know, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and no longer have this stock car. It's not how things go, you know, so they're expensive. And my wife and I were like, okay, let's get him, my wife's his cousin, let's get him some of the parts to help him out. So we got him this wrap, and the deal was I was going to help him install it. I've wrapped a few things before, never wrapped a full car though. But so what we did was we wrapped his roof, and he got like the liners for the grills that were also going to be green, and he was going to do a green tow hook. He was going to do a green wheels was the last bit, and the goal was to kind of get him all those wheels and stuff. After a little bit though, you know, life happens and you aren't able exactly to do everything that you wanted to do, so he had to hold back on the car mods for a bit so we could focus on a few other things. And yeah, that was one of the main things he wasn't able to do, was finish up his car. And he passed away unfortunately a couple months back, and his wife and I, well, he definitely helped. Um, Sold his car, and you know, he loved that thing. We worked on it all the time, so the one thing that we didn't get to do, we didn't get to finish, I should say, is his car. My car, on the other hand, it's all done, but you can't see what I'm doing, so at least I got it done to where I want it. Can't really complain. So, well, yeah, that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna get his car to look like his car would have been if we were able to finish it. And then take it to Subiefest with me this year. That is the game plan. With my car, there's a few things. So I got some SSRs. GTX 01s, I believe, is what that brand officially is. That's cool. I got no complaints. But they're black, so I mean, shoot. Hit a tumbleweed and scratched, you know what I mean? These are supposed to be like real wheels, OG wheels from Japan. But, but yeah, funny story. When I first got my car, I was showing it off, right, to my boy, my cousin. And I was like, "Yo, check this out, dude. It's so dope." And he was like, "What, dude? That's gnarly." One of my only friends slash cousins who actually cared. Everyone else I showed it to, they were like, "Yeah, dude, it's a Subaru, big whoop." I was so stoked. This is a car I wanted my whole life. Not this specific one. Like if we had to be specific, and probably a GC8 22BB. Who doesn't like that car, you know? And yeah, so my wheels are black. Mine are a forged wheel. They're just pure black. Got a my centerpiece is an SSR piece, which is silver, so I'm gonna put that in there. And then yeah, but this is pretty much what mine looks like. I'm darken it up a little bit here. But remember, got countless stories with the guy. Such a good dude. His wife is hilarious too. Really good relationship for a long time. If I can give anybody any tip, if someone's important to you, you'll learn to live with disagreeing opinions and stuff like that. So never let that get in the way. Your pride's not that important. And no, you're not that cool. You're not that much of a badass. So it helps if you can get over yourself. I was very blind to a lot of things, and I lost a lot of good times that I was having on the daily with someone who was super important to me. So let's hack up his wing while we wait for some of this stuff to dry here. Chippy chop, you know. Let's see. What? Mine didn't do that. What the heck? Easy peasy for him, I guess. Nice. Alright, well, that was a lot faster. Mine took forever to break off, and then I had to like aggressively break it off. I gotta cheat and not use paint. Get a Sharpie over here. There. I'll black it out a little bit. My car's for the fingers. So here. I think this is good to go. Yeah. Alright, so let's do this. Here. Let's go over here. Get a little split splat going. Thanks, man. not have enough light in this one. Let's try, I think would be a little bit better. If I had one of like those super thin needles, I don't know. Not an artist, you know what I mean? I remember when we were setting this up, it hacked up on, so we were trying to do this part right here, this little green part, and it kept breaking on them. And it's like this like really kind of cheap vinyl, right? And everything he did, it just kept snapping. Oh. I told him, you know what? Let me try. And I gave it one quick little whoop whoop, and right off the bat, I broke it. So the good thing was it came with a spare. I told him I didn't want to break his only one. So what we did was kind of teamworked it with the heat gun. Boom. So this is what it looked like essentially. Right, there we go. That's kind of it right now. I'm gonna get in there and get those wheels. So let's do that. That was his big thing, so. So back to that car show. We used to go to that car show together, obviously. Right? That's the whole point of being a car enthusiast. And there was one year where he was like trying to find every excuse he could to not come. You know, like, oh, just, you know, I got the kid and I gotta work and I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I just kept telling him, dude, like these are the softest excuses I've ever heard in my life. I told him, I was like, dude, bro, if you don't want to hang out with me, just tell me. He's like, nah, no, it's not that. I was like, listen, I'm gonna get you the ticket, and you can't go anywhere. He's like, nah, don't do that, dude. I got it. And I was like, I hadn't seen him in maybe like 6 months or so. And I was like, he moved out of state, and I was still in California. And I told him, I was like, we're not doing that. So I told myself, I'm gonna buy these tickets. That's exactly what I went online, swooped a pair, sent him the receipt. I was like, oh, dude, no, you gotta go. That sucks. He was all, how am I supposed to take that time off? I was like, I don't know, man. You better figure that out, though. Sure enough, fast forward a bit. Guess who shows up to Subiefest? And you know, I get it. Traveling across state lines is kind of expensive, so realistically, in a perfect world, you don't have to, right? So. I don't know if you guys have ever had someone you're close to, someone's important to you. Be sure you check in on them. Make sure they're okay. I know, a paintbrush. Need paint. for the other ones too. Let's get in there. In there. Get in there. This paint's like one of those peel paints, and I remember, I don't know if you guys did experiment with like plastic dip. When I was doing that stuff on my car, I was like, okay, let's see what I can do. Did everything, man. I did wheels, I did grills, I did my, I think I did like my buddy's trunk, because it was like not colored properly. Did a whole ton of stuff, man. And at the end of the day, don't disrespect the plastic dip, it just isn't what you want it to be when it comes down to like paint. At least for me, and at least applying it via can. Although I've seen some gnarly jobs. I remember there was this one guy at the one of the meets I went to. He had like patterns and stuff, like some skulls and some like pirate nonsense on one side. Oh, dang. But I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like clicking. That's the whole point of this type of paint right here. Like, it like rubberizes. You know? I used to have this rally bar on my WRX. I had a hatchback and I believe what was my an 8? Yeah, an 8. I had an 8 hatchback, and this rally bar on there forever because you know rally car does. It was a super cool idea, and I had these methods on there. I was it's like really aggressive look. I was such a big fan of it, but man, I barely made any type of movable power on there. Granted, I wasn't throwing thousands at it like you're supposed to with these box motors, but you know, it made me happy. I had a good time. So it ended up being one of those things. But as soon as this fool got his, first thing he did, boom. He actually at Subiefest he won the rally bar, the setup. So like just the bar, I think he bought the lights and the wiring set. We did it in his garage when he lived out in the Santana area in Arizona. It was like 115 outside, and of course, you know, we're like, you can do that in the garage, stay out of the sun. 115 outside easily makes the inside disgusting. It was gross. I could barely breathe. But yeah, so show you. Get this bitch out of here. And yeah. We did it. I wired it more so like I did it, right? And he was just cheerleading me. But I wired his lights. Dude, we were dying. I had to drive back to California right when we were done, and I was like cursing the heavens. I was like, "There's no way, dude! It's so hot outside. How does anyone live out here? So disgusting." And then, sure enough, I think it was like, we got everything wired, we plugged it in. My man's bought pizza and beer, which for those of you that know, that's not something that you want to like sit in a car afterwards, you know? So got my pizza, got my beer, felt rehydrated, felt rejuvenated. I was like, okay, I am good to go. That was the game plan, right? Oh man, was that wrong? I just should have called it, man. Should have just stayed for another day or something. Said, you know, typical me at the time. I didn't care for all the socializing and all this stuff as much as I should have. You know, it's always good to make memories. And I left because, you know, work is so important. I'm a company man. Blah blah blah. So markers right here. Here you had green ones that matched everything else. So pretty much the build he wanted. Let me show you. So like this. That's how he wanted it. Oh, it's a whole lot of white showing. Hold on. Get rid of that. Heard a really funny question today at work. I had this guy clocked in and then asked while he's clocked in, should he be working? Imagine asking people that. This back wheel looks like shit. I think I can. Let's see if I can speed dry it. Or is it backwards? It's definitely backwards. Oh, that was a bad idea. You see that? Oh no. So, clean up the fender over again. Boom. Boom. I mean, it did even it out. I just need. What do I do with this guy? Just the top. Alright. No, I used to like painting way back when. I always did it with like cams for fun. I mixed in with the wrong crowd at some point. That's one of the few cool things it is. Appreciation for street art was one of them. I don't know for what. What if I flip the wheel? Oh fuck, you can't. Oh little asshole. What are you doing? Shit. Oh no, give my man's a flat. This one time, he had just gotten his car, right? So this one right here, that's in my hand. Shoot, like 6, 7 months in maybe, and he was working as a security guard, and he had to drive a lot for that gig. And he told me, he's like, "Hey man, I'm driving a shit ton. I have to do my oil change." I was like, "Oh, all right, let's do it." And he goes, "Yeah, I bought all the stuff already." And I was like, "Oh, nice. You got like the tools and everything too, or you want to use my garage?" And he goes, "Well, I'll bring it to you. We'll use your garage. We'll hang out." I was like, "All right." You know, oil change is pretty simple whole situation. The whole thing is like easy. Just about anybody can do an oil change. So we're doing it. We're doing our thing. I do mine first because he was kind of lagging to get to me. So I'm done. I'm hanging out in the garage waiting for him. And my man's pops in. Finally, he's there. Boom, ready to go. I was like, "Let's do this." I said, "All right." And then sitting there waiting for him. He gets there. He's got like McDonald's morning coffee in his hand, you know, doing his thing, getting ready, and he starts telling me like, you know, I want to do it. I'm like, oh, okay, I thought you wanted me to do it. And he goes, well, I mean, maybe you can help me. I was like, all right, cool, yeah, let's do it. He lifts his car up on my jacks. I help him set the stands, you know, like a good friend would. And halfway through the conversation, he starts telling me that he doesn't know where the oil's at. And I was like, it's not a biggie, dude. Let me show you. And you know, it's literally just a plug. And then wherever your catch is at, you dump it straight into the catch, and then that's it, right? So, and then you replace, replenish, go warm up, do all the good stuff. So we're doing that. We get to the part where we're both laying under the car, and he tells me, all right, look, I'm ready. I was like, oh yeah, let's go. So go do that for him. We get around the corner, and he just tells me, hey man, I think I'm done. I was like, what? He goes, yeah. He's like, I think I'm done. I was like, done with what? The oil change. I was like, dude, how's that possible? You just got down there. And he goes, oh, I don't know. Maybe because I didn't change it when I bought the car. I didn't have a lot of oil. You know, the car's like newish. It's not old. So normally I believe that, but I was like, that's weird. What do you mean? He goes, not a lot came out. And he's like, it's thick though. I was like, how thick we talking? And he goes, bro, it's thick. I was like, yeah, but it can't be that thick, dude. And he's like, why not? I mean, dude, you don't have like 100,000 miles on the car. You know, they didn't not do any oils on it because the guy's telling you it was like well maintenance, right? And he's like, yeah, it was hella well maintenance. And I was like, well, let me take a look. I get under there, start looking for the plug, you know, and then I find the plug, but the plug's still there. And I was like, hey, why'd you plug it up already? He goes, no, I didn't. The plug is right there. I was like, what are you talking about? The oil plug's right next to my head, and I'm under his car, right? And I'm staring at the oil pan though. So I'm like, wait, what do you mean? My man drained the transmission and it filled up. He emptied that fucker out, and I start telling him, dude, go online, see which Subaru's open, see if you can get some tranny fluid. He's like, what do you mean? And I was like, dude, you drained the transmission. He's like, what, dude? No. And I was like, bro, look, here's the oil plug. I show him, and he's like, oh fuck. I was like, yeah. I tell him, let's fix this, you know. And he's like, all right. So that's what it was. Drain the fucking oil on the transmission. Let that dry out a little bit before I mess with it. You talking about destroying the toy car? Or are you talking about the story? I have a picture. I think it's still on my Instagram or his Instagram. One of our Instagrams has it where his car is being towed onto a tow truck because no transmission fluid, you can't really drive it anywhere. Oh man, shit was intense. Yeah, I really dig the enthusiasm here when they put these little model cars together, but my rear view is right where I'm coloring. Not really bad. I'm not saying the accuracies are off, but shout out to my boy Danny. Over at his shop, Danny Raps. Danny Raps Deezies. Valky, did you read any more into the crossbow situation? My emblems are black. Let me see if I can hit this. Oh. Okay. So I actually do have like this chameleon thing going on my tail lights, right? So my tail lights do have a hint of very similar green, so I'm just gonna use this. Gonna add on to its accuracy a little bit here. Excuse my absolutely horrible brush skills. Said it once and I'll say it again. Not an artist. Perfect. Okay. So, mine's gonna dry up here in a second. What else do I have on mine? I think I have carbon fiber side mirrors here. I'm obviously not gonna add on carbon fiber, but I'm gonna do black. Red on mine. Let's see here. Get that going. Your trunk. What about my trunk? Oh yeah. Duh, my emblem, huh? No. Oh, my carbon fiber. Good call, good call. Good call. Yes. Fix this real quick. I don't know why it's not coming up. But I have to hook. Minus red. That's black for me. This is also black. Oh, what the heck? Why did you touch the funky? Oh. Nothing to it. Do it. I don't know why my chat's not showing up. It's just not. have to hit it all the way again. At least the black parts are done. For the most part. They hit the shit right here. They hit the shit. One time, I was late for well, not really late, just not as early as I wanted it to be. For a job interview. It was supposed to be like one of the bigger job interviews I've ever had. And, you know, typical me. I'll give the notebooks. I was like, hey, yeah, I'll get there on time. I'll finish all the work I'm working on. Do all my thing. Bother nobody. Typical me. It's alright. Yeah. Pick it up a little bit more on the green. But yeah. So I'm rushing to work. I'm like, I got this. My office is also like the corporate office, so the interviews all happen there. So I'm getting ready to get there. I roll up. Bro. Things could not have gone shittier for me. I roll up and things just right away. Leave my house. I fucking slam my car into a fire hydrant that's outside of my doorway. Whole ass hole on my bumper. Boom. Bro, fine. You know, I text a picture over to my buddy who works at a auto body shop, and he just tells me, like, dude, it's fixable, don't worry. Man, that shit ain't fixable. What are you talking about? Fast forward. After the interview, got the job, by the way. Go to my buddy's shop. He's looking at it and pulls out the bumper. Sees this fat old dent, and I had like bent parts of the frame or something on the subframe. And he's like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Dude, I went straight into a fire hydrant." I got pretty lucky though, because I was under the impression when you hit a fire hydrant, those things like they're designed to come off and just pop. They're not designed to take like a pretty big weight. So yeah, got pretty lucky there. Trying to pull up my current design. It's on the car here. I remember when I took a picture of it, I put it outside after I just finished wrapping it. I was pretty excited about the way it looked. And so the wrap originally, me and my buddy started this plastic dip business in like 2013, I want to say, 13, 12. And we were plastic dipping people's stuff. We did loads of wheels. I think we were up to like 15, 20 customers on wheels. And then we had done one or two hoods, a couple fenders here and there. We did a whole car. My boy did his entire car because he was like the face of the company and the head. It was really his idea. We kind of put it together, somewhat together. And yeah, he was like promoting the company. That was fun, and then it got to the point where it was so much work that I was out. I tapped out. I was like, no thanks. But shortly after, he tapped out too, because it was just, like I said, it's a lot of work. So it's a lot of work. So let's see. Found a few. These don't look too clean though. So it's a little harder as well. So this looks pretty good. So we can show the camera. So that's what my car looks like right now. That's what I'm trying to replicate right there. So let's see. Let me put this guy here. Back these guys out. Put my phone down right there. And then that is the game plan. See, so got a pretty hard line right there. Okay, dry already? Excuse you, sir. Okay, so we got a red come up right here. So it looks like it blips at the bottom there. Red guy there, goes up kind of high it looks like. Could just walk outside and look at my car, you know, but what's the fun of that? good. This one I specifically asked for it to be this shape, so I remember this one. Yeah, there's like blue outline. There we go. Okay. Now we need a little bit of white, it looks like. No. It's always some bullshit, man. Alright, so this one looks like it hawks up and out. So no, let's do blended. We're blending out with the blacks. You looking poo poo. There we go. Okay. Then we got some, I think it's silver in a corner. Hey Valkyrie, thank you. I appreciate the raid. Those of you catching up, I am making a quick little tribute. So this one's my car. It's there in the background. I'm trying to copy the fender wrap I have. This one's my cousin's car. He passed away a couple months ago, and the big car show we used to go to every year is this weekend. So I was gonna make a model of his car. Obviously, I'm not a fucking artist, so I apologize for the lack of everything. But yeah, I'm gonna go here, do this thing, have some fun, I guess. Oh, looks like everybody left. Okay, cool. Bye. Let's see. I got another white room down by the red. Air out a little bit. Oh, thanks, Valk. And my wife. Valk, this is my wife, by the way. She rarely pops into the stream. She was originally my mod and everything, but she don't mod nothing no more. So, but it's my wife. Wife, this is Valkyrie. She's a homie. She's from Texas, so she's from Yeehaw land. Let's see, let's get the silvers in. I have that gray right there, it looks like. And then I have a, looks like on the pillar. I don't remember having that one on the pillar, but yeah. Sorry, homie. I was like, what am I doing here? My bad, bro. So this, and then I got like a pretty big one, it looks like. Let me figure out how to get this one to look the way it does. close. Just need to arc the red. Oh, really? It's your sister? Hey, what's up? How are you? Your sister Valk or whatever her real name is. She bullies me, and we talk on the chats, just hang out, live our lives. Mm. Pretty close, right? Huh? 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 What? Hello? Valky the bully? Exposed? Valky be popping into my chat while I think I'm killing it, and Valky would just be like, "Yo, is this your first day aiming?" And I'm like, "Yo, is that for real? You really talking to me that way right now?" That looks kind of close, right? Right? Just gotta do the white part here. And I gotta re-white those white parts because they're kind of blending in with that silver, and that silver is clearly silver. So. Oh, you didn't get a chance. I think I was playing while you were sleeping earlier. It was like 3 p.m. for me, but I know you don't wake up till like 8 p.m. I was playing earlier. I don't know what it was. I was coming in hot. I was poo-pooing on everyone. I was like, pop, 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 pop. And then kind of obviously go back to real world where you average like barely 5 kills in that game. You're rough, man. It's a humbleizer for sure. And, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'll just red out my taillights, I guess. Okay. I feel like that's looking good. I feel like that's right where I want it. It's okay. Not a whole lot of people get the opportunity to bully me, so take it. I grew up with all females. Now my house is full of females. My life is just me getting bullied. Oh no, what happened here? So I could wipe this guy out. Perfect. It's like white, but not white enough. You know? I don't know if you can see that, but Oh, you out of here? Oh, back to work? Oh, yeah, hey, damn, work. Shit. Stay safe, have a good one. Cuídense. Why does this always happen to me? Why? Get off. What's this guy? Yo, where are people getting these emotes that move? Damn. You got any of that? It's gangster. Like I said, just don't press the end. How do I get that off? Do you see these cars in Texas often, or what's that like? You drive one too? You a sneaky Subi person or what? Damn, that was good shit. Okay. I mean, on a low light setting, that looks fantastic. This is this is what it actually looks like when it's vibing. Some good stuff. I like. I'm not mad about it. Could look a little better, but, you know. Okay, it looks pretty close, yeah. I wish I had like a better picture of his car here. His car, granted, remember it was not complete, so that was like the big thing. I think you saw my post on Twitter and on there. I was talking about it, but his was definitely incomplete. Pull it. Here we go. This was it on Twitter, right before we sold it. So, you know. The green roof. I gave him that visor too. They're my wheels. These are actually from my car. I didn't need them anymore, and they were sitting there with tires. And he needed new tires because the tires he had were like bald. And I was like, dog, I got you. And so, did that. And yeah, fun times. See if I can get more white in there. It's like I feel like the white is what makes that entire setup pop, you know? Get that black out of there. There we go. Perfect. She's pretty loud. I'm not surprised. I'm pretty happy with that. Little car meet here. Little room kaboom. Little room skis. That went well. That went a lot faster than I was expecting it to go. So that was pretty good. Pretty stoked about that. trying to think of what else I should hit up while I have it here. If I'm gonna take a rear picture, I should definitely get like the back done. You know, yeah. So that's the goal. I have like one of the last things he gave me as a gift, and then the shirts that we wore at his funeral. So I want to kind of put him in a shadow box, and like, you know, I have like this where my pool room is. I want to put that there with this, and then his favorite like comic book slash like cartoon slash arcade video game whatever character. So kind of like Ryu, and then the orange Ninja Turtle. I always forget his damn name, but yeah. So me, his brother, and my wife, we got a memorial tattoo of him on like the back of my arm, and yeah, I wanted to get that. Maybe like place him like, you know, like right here-ish, put it there, and yeah, that's kind of like the game plan is to do that. But this is essentially what his car would have looked like given he got to finish it. Obviously, he didn't. It's okay. He's a good ass dude. I was around, I learned a lot from him. Definitely never had anyone show me that kind of love, so. Just one hell of a dude, man. I added some little bit more realism to his wheels. Michelangelo, that's right, thank you, babe. Yeah. Well, this is it. This is what I wanted to do. This was my idea. I was gonna do it anyways. So full 360 on my car. Got a little bit of some blackies. It's okay. The wheels be stunting that gold. Can I put them over here? On that side. Looking good. Display them, and then this is what his car would have looked like had we finished it. I didn't get a chance, obviously. I'm trying to clean up that grill. Let's see if I can clean it up a little bit. Maybe I can hit it with his black. This black is a thick boy. A little bit of a shine there. Take this guy here. Oh, that's good. Okay. Should I get that badge again? Oh, you dry. You dry. You know, I'll put you down. Like my Levi case. Good old Levi's eyes. See if I can get this just right. I just need like a drop right on the emblem. Perfect. Cool. So that's what mine looks like. That's what his shit would have looked like if you got a chance to finish it, man. Shit would have been hard. He had such good taste. He didn't get a chance to. Fuck, man. Yeah. Link in my bio on just about everything. If you wanted to see some kind words his family left out on my link tree, the day of the funeral and whatnot. Again, if you've been watching me for a while, you definitely got to see him on there. He was always the guy I called Chris, the only Chris I play with. Yeah, Chris, Puto Face, Compa, that's my boy. Yeah, and yeah, so kind of like the only words I could give anybody you love, your best friend or a good friend, or you know, even someone that you might not be talking to right now because of some silly nonsense. Don't let that stop you from reaching out to them. Tell them you love them. Tell them that they mean a lot to you. You know, doesn't matter if you sound soft. Just let it be. You know, everyone deserves to hear it, and those that go out of their way to make sure you're okay definitely need to know it. And yeah, that's about it, man. I miss him every day, and we're gonna go to a car show where you should be there, you know? So, yeah. Thanks for coming to hang out. I just wanted to get this done, get some footage here so I can make a quick little edit, you know, post it on my stuff, have a good time and all that good stuff.